Peace, Kings.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
what up?
Yo, this is an honor, and this is a surreal moment for me, being a huge fan of you, Mr. Murphy, and a huge fan of Coming to America. First of all, I want to say I'm also grateful and happy that I got my history clothing line doing some merch for the movie, which is why I'm here also. So let's just set it off with these questions I got for y'all. Give me a second to bear with me. This is the first time I've ever done this, and this is crazy. And all right, so I'm a longtime fan, Eddie, from the beginning, and a big fan of the original movie. What's the connection with Queens, New York? I'm from Queens, New York, and what's that all about?
It started out as a joke in the movie. It was like when he's going to look for his bride, and when we were writing it, it was like, where should he go? And it literally was like, he should go to Queens. And it started. That's where the joke came from. And my aunt lives in Queens now on Foch Boulevard.
Oh,
grandmother, my grandmother and my dad lived on Foch Boulevard for years.
Jamaica. Shout out to your people.
Baisley Park. Is it Baisley Park?
Yeah, Baisley Park,
Yeah.
Southside Jamaica.
Yeah, I remember when Prince put that track out of Paisley Park. I remember we didn't know it was Paisley. We was like, why are you talking about Baisley Park? This nigga been to Baisley Park?
Wow.
Talk about Baisley Park ain't nothing like what that nigga say.
It's a whole different world.
Hmm?
Shout out to Baisley.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Did you ever think there would be a part two, or did you ever want there to be a part two? And what made you do it 30 years later? Because this never happens. This is crazy.
Yeah, the movie had ended on some and they lived happily ever after thing. So we never thought about doing no sequel. And then what happened was, over the years, like, people would approach me about doing a play, Coming to America play, or Coming to America TV show, or Coming to America. The movie just kind of stayed around. And then it's on TV. Out of all my movies, Coming to America is on TV all the time, and they be playing it for 24 hours straight on different channels on holidays. And then people start dressing up as characters on Halloween. They dressed up as the characters, and then catchphrases from the movie start working into the culture. People say sexual chocolate and all that. Then the mic drop. People do the mic drop now, like it's the very first mic drop is Randy Watson. So I'm like, all this stuff from the culture, it's stuff that worked. This movie worked its way to where it became like a cult movie. And that's when I started thinking, well, maybe we should make a sequel. But it was like 25 years after the movie when all this stuff happened.
Wow. What made you confident? What made you all confident that it would be that we should bring it back again?
Yeah, I was never afraid. Both movies are my ideas. I produced both films. And the second movie, I was like, I wasn't gonna make it until the script is right. We literally worked on the script for 4 years. It was 6 different versions of the script before the script got right. And I wasn't making it until it was right, because I was aware, people, like, the movie had become like a cult movie, and it was people that really liked the movie and be watching it all the time. So it was like, hey, I'm not making this unless this is right, because I'm not having them people being like, oh, I can't even watch the real one now.
Yeah. Eddie was hands-on set with everything, man. Every piece of the script, every line, he was very hands-on with all the culmination of every story bit, every arc. He was very hands-on with everything.
I had someone tell me this year they just realized that, Eddie, it was you as the Jewish male.
Yeah, that'd be
old
good.
guy in the barber shop.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. When we did the first Coming to America, we went to an after party or something, and Jesse Jackson was there, and he was like, "I just want to tell you, I'm so happy that you did something. Reached out and gave some of the older actors some parts. Those barbers, those guys, they got careers now." I was like, "Nigga, that was me in Arsenio." He was like, "What? I got to should have moved over again." And that's my favorite. My favorite thing is for somebody to watch the movie and not know it's me, and go through the not even know. You watch, for somebody, if somebody don't know Nutty Professor, and you sit down and show them Nutty Professor, And they don't know that's all the makeups. The makeups are so amazing. Rick Baker.
Richard Simmons, like I didn't know that was you until I watched it again. Yeah.
Rick Baker like turned me into these other people, and when it works, and the audience don't know, and they just laughing, and they got to be told afterwards, then they got to go see it again. That's my favorite shit as an actor.
I was there. I went to see it in the movie theaters when it came out, and I was surprised at the end. The whole movie theater erupted when they revealed that was you.
When Coming to America came out, the original movie, Siskel and Ebert, remember those critics?
Yeah.
They shit on the movie and gave it 2 thumbs down, and they said the movie is a mess. And it's a confusing scene in a barbershop where Murphy and Hall, they said Murphy and Hall are supposed to be playing multiple characters, but you can't tell who they're playing if they're playing anyone at all. That's those motherfuckers' exact words. And I'm like, so you sat and you watched the movie, and I was crushing it so hard you couldn't tell who it was, and I'm whack, the 2 thumbs way down. What the fuck? Then years later, the movie turned into what it turned into. And I seen the same 2 motherfuckers going, "Oh, Coming to America is one of his best." Years later, they gave it up, but back then when it came out, they shit on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man, salute to you for knowing what it is, and first of all, bringing Africa into a movie, bringing the culture and the motherland, and at the time especially, way ahead of its time, and then adding humor to it to introduce it to the American culture, and bringing humor, and my man John Amos and everything. It was just, I mean, that's movie making at its best.
yeah. The original Coming to America is the first movie in the history of movies where you have an all-black cast and the movie is successful all around the world.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen. All around the world, they like Coming to America. Movies with all-black cast, usually around the world, they ain't not checking for it. It's like our stories, we tell our stories. In the States, they care about our story, but they don't give a shit about our stories on the other side of the world. They don't care about none of that shit. So our movies don't usually travel. And Coming to America, because it's not about Coming to America it's all black cast, but it's none of the, it's not about the social injustice or civil unrest or some dramatic shit that we going through, or a lot of stuff. When we tell our stories, you go to the movies and you're not just sitting there watching the movies, they're pressing all these other buttons, and you get educated, or you get infuriated, you get all this other shit. It's not just a movie going experience. Coming to America is a modern day fairy tale that don't have that. And it has universal themes. The movie, this Coming to America is about love and family and tradition and doing the right thing. Those are the themes, and that's universal. Those are the themes in Fiddler on the Roof. Those are the same themes. Like, it's this universal themes that everybody can check for. And that's why the original Coming to America all around the world, because it's not like they don't want to see black folks. It's like they want to see stories that they can relate to. Right. And my brother looking into the camera and screaming, "Wake up!" In Japan, they're like, "What the fuck?" Wake up. I woke already.
Different time zone. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo, Jermaine. This one's for you, my brother. You were literally born the year the first movie came out.
Is that true? Is that a true stat?
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, man.
That's why we were waiting for the sequel. We had to wait for him to grow up to do the sequel. That's what took so long. I'm gonna start saying that for the rest of the press. I was like, Jermaine Fowler was just born. We had to wait for him to become a main.
Become a main.
Yo, Jermaine. So, what did you think the first time you watched it?
Man, so one, I was born in '88. Howard University Hospital. I'm sure the nurses were doing quotes from Randy Watson in there. You know what I'm saying? But that throughout that time, like, the movie was in my house, played every day. So I grew up with literally with the movie. When I first saw it though, I was probably like 8 or 9. And what stuck with me were the barbershop scenes with Clarence. And I love I would quote him all the time. Like the line when he tells Arsenio that, like, you know, he got punched in the chest by MLK because he thought he was somebody else. It was like, that's what I quote all the time, like when I was a kid, man, period. And I would record it on my cell phone. I had this old Nokia phone. I recorded on my phone, and just like Clarence was on my answer machine on my cell phone. Like when you called me and you would miss my call, you would hear that scene from the barbershop. And it just stuck with me, man. I truly like it's a black, like Eddie said, man. It's a black fairy tale, but yeah,
it's put into the culture. It became a cult movie. One of those movies that when it's on TV, if you flipping through the channel, or certain movies that you see, you'll stop and be, oh, that shit is about. I'm flipping through, I see what's love got to do with it. I stop and watch, 15 minutes. And Coming to America is one of those movies. If you're flipping through, be, oh, so you watch it, flip it on and see what part of the movie it's in, and it'd be like, oh, they already had that scene with I'm gonna watch that little piece. It's one of those movies. It just became global,
and also it's incredible that you saw my mans from Trading Places and you gave them the money. I thought there was going to be a Trading Places too, Eddie, but we're staying on Coming to America. But hold on. Jermaine is also noted in an interview that Eddie Murphy's stand-up special Raw, another one I saw in the movie theaters, inspired you to begin your career in comedy.
It's a fact. It's a
and
fact.
So this is all a full circle moment for you, huh?
Is this the most full circle thing that's ever happened in my life, man? I remember listen, me and Eddie, we share like an appreciation for Richard Pryor. Live in concert is like the best stand-up special ever shot. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Rich is just the G, right? But
he is the ceiling of the art form.
Yes, it's a fact. But when I first saw Raw, that was it for me. That's when not only did I want to do stand-up when I saw Raw, I wanted to act. Like I wanted that to catapult into acting when I saw Eddie do that special. And it's been, I haven't looked back ever since. The best decision I've ever made, man. So doing this movie with him, it's just so full circle. I'm just honored to be a part of it, and I just appreciate it so much, man.
Salute to you, Eddie. I love how you held the comedy legends down from Harlem Nights and even going deeper into taking care of all the services for Mr. Red Fox after he passed away. You was there for him, even in living, helping him out and stuff. How was Red on that set? I know it's a whole different movie. I'm just a big fan. If you can answer that really quick.
Set of Harlem Nights is insane. Harlem Nights, between shots, you have myself, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, the late great Robin Harris, Arsenio, my brother Charlie, Uncle Ray, and it was just insane. Like there's so much laughter behind the scene, and Red Fox is just one of those, the most naturally funny person. He don't even be trying to be funny. He just, the way he walk and sit down and start talking. He was like an old uncle, the cool uncle that drink brown liquor, and smoke cigarettes, and always got a little coke in his nose. We talking shit. He was super cool. Nothing like Fred Sanford. He was like an old cool uncle talking shit and telling them, one of them uncles that could tell stories. And Red Fox was just being around him. It was like, wow, that's just a naturally funny dude.
Ed, I saw you mention a quick story to Jerry Seinfeld about Sammy Davis Jr. looking over a candle, and the way you described that was the craziest thing I ever saw.
That shit was real. We was in Dan Tanner's and we was talking about some other thing, and he started talking about Satan, and it was dark and it was candles, and he bent over the candles. Satan is real, man, and went into this whole shit. And it was like, I felt like it was and this isn't like some rumor shit. Like I'm saying, like he's documented it, and he's talked about how he used to do that shit.
What?
He started feeling. I guess it was a feel out. When we seen it, I was like, what the fuck? He backed off.
That's funny to hear that, because and with his eye, I'm sure that was creepy as hell too.
Mouth, the coke mouth thing. This thing that Sammy does, is total cocaine mouth. Nobody talked about it. It's like, yo, this nigga's coked up. This is gas, man. This is a gas. It's like, nigga, gas. Hey, but yo, I got to meet all those dudes. I got to meet all those. I came into town with all those old people like Sammy Davis and Lucille Ball. They were still around. I got to see all of them. I had my like 21st birthday at Studio 54. You know?
Wow. So, yo, the fashion from Coming to America, I mean, in part one was just royal to the 10th power. Coming from that,
Deborah Noodleman, John Landis's wife, she did those clothes in the first one.
Whoa.
How has it changed in part two?
We have the great Ruth Carter, the Academy Award winning Ruth Carter, who did Black Panther. She won for Black Panther. I've done 7 movies with her. She did Dolomite, and she is a genius. And she took it to the next level. As good as the clothes are in the original Coming to America, taking the movie to Africa and having that be what the visuals are, the African visuals and the clothes and seeing the whole, she made the movie just this big visual, the production value of the movie it's just so much to look at, you know, because Ruth Carter came in and took it to the next level.
Wow. Royal.
The clothes in the movie, the hair, all that stuff. Like never, ever, ever. We don't be being in movies like that, where you see that it's all Black folks and we looking like this, and it's kings and queens and princes and generals and what? We just don't see that on the screen.
Yeah.
No, it's never been done. It's changed the game, revolutionary vibe, man. You guys, how have you been doing during this whole lockdown situation? Y'all holding up all right?
Yeah.
I just want it to be over. I'm like everybody else. I ain't left the house. I haven't left my yard since March. I haven't physically left the house and yard since March.
Yeah.
I want the shit to be over.
Yeah. They said at first it was just 3 months of this, you know?
Yeah.
I've been in sweatpants ever since, man.
So this movie's gonna get us through it in a major way. We're all waiting for it. The trailer looks hilarious. It's just like, I'm happy to see that it definitely came into, because I heard the rumors for years there was going to be a part 2. This never happens. Mm-hmm. So this is a big one for the world and everybody that's been waiting, sitting around, wondering if it's going to happen. It's finally here. This has been an honor again to talk to you, Eddie, and great to meet you, Jermaine. And I can't wait to see the movie. We're going to watch it every day. It's just going to be like, then we're going to watch the first one and then the second one. And
love the movie. The movie is funny, and the movie is cleverly written, and the movie has great performances throughout.
I can't wait. God bless you guys.
God bless you too, brother.
This has been a pleasure.
Been a fan for years, and it's great to talk to you too, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Can't wait. Coming to America too.
All right.
Love.
Peace.
Love, bro.
Peace.